what'd I tell you? No stage or mail today or any other day.
Well, now the Sierra's doing the best it can.
We've been cut off from mail and supplies for 6 weeks now. Let's tear down the place.
Yeah.
Now, Walker, just a minute. Hold it there. Gentlemen, please, hold it. Now, just a minute.
Now, look, when you asked me to head up this committee, you said we'd work out some kind of peaceful plan to get the stage back on schedule. We're beginning to act like a mob.
Ben, we businessmen are fighting for our lives. The Sierra's pushing us to the wall.
We're beginning to feel the same pinch of lack of mail and supplies out in the Ponderosa, too. That doesn't mean we have to lose our heads or become violent about it.
You ranchers don't have to pay $30 a sack for flour or 50 cents a pound for potatoes.
Exactly what anybody else pays right here in Virginia City. Now, let's all just settle down and let's talk to Sims about it.
Oh, well, I wrote a letter to the head office. They're sending out a troubleshooter.
Good. By the time he gets here, we'll all be broke. The Sierra's responsible for the high prices around here, making things scarce and hard to get. And Sims is the Sierra in this town. I say let's run him out. Just a minute. Leave him alone. Just a minute.
Trask! Jed Trask! Go ahead, tear up the Sierra and run me out of town now. Go ahead, Mr. Walker.
Sims, you get these citizens off Sierra property.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, Sims. Now, what gives you the authority to come in here and threaten us with a gun?
Mister, there are 26 men who've questioned my authority. Now, they're all dead. If that isn't enough for you, how about that? You won't have any more trouble, Sims. I'm on my way to Latigo to get the Sierra running on schedule again.
Latigo? Mr. Trask, that town's poison.
I got the antidote right here.
Well, I understand that every no-good gunman in the West is holed up in Latigo.
Yeah, that's right. They're using it as a base to burn and plunder our stages and our freight wagons.
Well, one man and one gun won't stand much of a chance against a whole town of killers.
That's my job. I'm paid to do it. Of course, if there are any volunteers to help me clean out Latigo.
Well, now, you can't count on them fellers out there. They've all got their businesses to take care of.
Well, what businesses? If the Sierra ever stops running through here, this will be a ghost town. Oh, it never fails. You scratch a citizen with talk of volunteering his gun, and he runs like a whipped dog. Ain't that the truth, honey?
Sure is, Jed.
Mr. Trask, I agreed to head up this committee. I'm not backing down from it.
Yeah, well, you might want to reconsider. If anything happens to you, the Sierra won't pay for as much as a pine box.
You know, the Sierra is far more important to us than it is to itself. As far as your company is concerned, it's only so much profits. As far as we're concerned, the Sierra is our lifeline to the outside world.
All right. You ready to leave at sunup? Honey, looks like we bought ourselves another gun.
Oh, you're wrong. You bought yourself 4 more guns. My sons will go along. The quicker this is settled, the better we'll all like it.
Good. I want one thing understood. My first concern is the Sierra. When we get to Latigo, you'll all take orders from me.
That's agreeable, Trask. As long as you remember that we're not hired gunmen.
Look, let's get things straight. I'm tired of people thinking of me as a hired gun. I bring law and order to the Sierra wherever it needs it. Right now, it needs it in Latigo.
Oh, we're all for law and order, Trask. Just want you to know that we don't intend to shoot first and ask questions later.
And I don't intend to wind up on Boot Hill with a bullet in my back. This is the only kind of law those kind of men will understand.
Well, Latigo doesn't sound like any picnic ground. Maybe you ought to send Mrs. Trask back to Virginia City.
Bill?
Adam Cartwright's worried about you. He thinks maybe I ought to send you back.
You're my man, Jed. When you tell me to go back, I'll go.
another one of our wagons. Only a half a day out of Latigo. In a town like this, the undertaker's the leading citizen.
I'll have them heat some water for your bath, Jed.
That'll be about an hour. Well, you can still back out if you want to.
We have no intention of backing out.
Why don't you suit yourself? I'll be over at the Sierra. It's right across the street.
Peaceful place.
Yeah. Let's get the horses down to livery stable.
Plenty of cash in this one, Big Mike. Look at them greenbacks.
Jed Trask, who sent for you?
Mike Campbell, you're through. Get out.
Tenderest meat I ever had. Here, try some. Melt in your mouth.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said you're through.
Trask, you're invading the private office of the duly appointed division superintendent of the Sierra.
Mike, you've got 1 hour to get out of town.
Well, if I'm going to leave town, I might as well travel on a full stomach.
Mike, you forgot something. All right, you two, come on.
Me? Well, see, I was only
1
doing what
hour.
All right, now that we got rid of Big Mike, we can get started straightening up this detail.
Look, Jed. You're not going to let them ride off scot-free. They must be prosecuted.
Prosecuted with what? There isn't any law in this town. First things first, Ben. I work for the Sierra.
Jed, when I came along on
When
this...
you came along, you promised you'd take orders from me. Look, Ben, Latigo is like a snake. You cut off its head, and the rest of it'll die.
An hour. He only give us an hour.
That's time enough for you to go round up Gold Baker and his partner. Meet me in there.
Anybody finds out he took over, you got no business in this town.
Look, you just do like I say. I'll take care of Jed Trask.
This had been allowed to go on a little while longer. Big Mike would have owned Virginia City.
He's never that smart, Ben.
Well, here's some more records to check.
Hey, come on out and take a look at the barn. It's full of mail and supplies.
Hey, Paul, take a look at this. This is where all the mail's been. Closest I ever got to Virginia City.
Yeah, there's enough stuff here to keep the town happy for a couple of months.
You know, there must be supplies and mail out here for half the West.
It'd take us a month of Sunday to straighten all this out.
Now, there's a stage coming in the end of the week. We can start moving some of it out then.
Hey, you know, for a young one, you're real smart.
Jed? Jed, you know, we're going to need half a dozen wagons and teams to load this stuff up.
Now, there'll be a courier through here. I'll send the message to the home office. I'll go back to the stage depot right now and write it out. Come supper time, I'll see you all. I'll buy the drinks.
All right. I may have misjudged that one.
Well, gotta admit one thing, he sure knows his business.
That's for sure. Seems like this town's already quieter just since he's been here.
Well, this mail isn't going to load itself. Come on, let's get to work.
Yeah, you get to work.
Give me that.
You're in my way, boy.
You're in my way, mister.
Trask, the hour you give me is up.
I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
Clear out of here, you vulture.
Dad! He's hardly breathing.
He'll be all right. Joe, get the doctor.
Right.
You wanted to be part of this. Well, now you are. Which one of you was going to kill Mike Campbell?
Well, boys, let's get him upstairs. Belle? Belle?
I'm here, Jed. I'm here.
I can't stay trussed up like this. I got a job to do.
Now, you're not getting out of this bed until the doctor says so.
Oh, come on, you stop mother-henning me. I'm in shape right now to get back on the job.
Oh! There, you see. Jed, quit worrying. The Cartwrights are down at the station right now. Now, they're taking care of everything.
What do the Cartwrights know about running a stage line?
But you'd be happy knowing they were staying on.
Well, yeah, I'm not in much shape right now to jump for joy. Just the same, I'm glad that you asked him to stay on and run the depot. All I have to do now is figure out a way of running down Big Mike.
Leave well enough be, Jed. Big Mike has run like a whip dog.
Honey, well enough won't leave me be. I can't let a man put a bullet hole in me and get away with it. Every two-bit gunman in the West would want to try the same thing.
Everybody knows he tricked you. You've nothing to gain tracking him down like a hired killer.
Don't you call me a hired killer.
I didn't.
Honey, I've got a job to do. To do that job right, I've got to put the fear of Jed Trask into everybody and keep it there.
Fear Jed or respect?
It's the same thing, Bill. My gun got me my job, and my gun is going to keep it. If I let Big Mike stay alive, everybody would say the sand was running out of my craw.
Jed, I just can't stand seeing you get hurt again.
Listen, I thought you understood something. There are only two things in my life. My work and you. And my work is the only way I know to get you the things I want for you.
Virginia City?
There ain't much except some mail and his stuff from his home office.
Well, we'll have plenty of letters for you to deliver to Virginia City. Tell Adam and Hoss to start loading.
Right.
Don't see Big Mike around.
No, I guess you won't either. Jed Trask relieved him of his job. My name's Cartwright. My sons and I are helping him out.
Jed Trask, huh?
Yeah.
Heard the company was making some changes here. Didn't figure they'd send out Trask.
Well, he's a good troubleshooter.
Trouble with some troubleshooters. There's sometimes bigger trouble than they're sent out here to cure.
Is that what you think about Trask?
I do. And so do a lot of others at the home office. Reckon Trask will want these letters and way-bills. And this one's for him personal.
Oh, do you want me to deliver it?
No, sirree. This is one pleasure I want for myself. I've waited a long time to deliver this letter.
I don't know. It's getting so that running a stage is going to need a man who can read and write better than he can handle a gun or hitch a team of horses. All right, there it is. There's a rundown on all of the freight that is due here in the next few weeks.
Hey, you know, by the time we get through our end of things here, everything should be back to normal. Oh, say the driver had a letter for you. Did he give it to you?
Yeah, it's right here. Might be a paycheck. It's about time, too.
More trouble?
Nothing I can't handle.
Here. Let me help you.
Thank you.
There we are.
Where'd you get that?
At the undertaker's?
The undertaker's.
He's also the local carpenter. Chairs, tables, and coffins are his specialty.
Well, you can take it back. I don't want it.
I don't care what you want. You're going to use it. You'll just get well that much sooner. Don't you agree, Mr. Cartwright?
Yes, I think I do agree.
All right, all right.
What's this letter?
You keep your hands away from that. No, I'm sorry. Look, being cooped up in this room has made me kind of shaky. Maybe you're right about the chair. At least I can get around a little bit.
Well, you know, keeping busy is certainly better medicine than just sitting around in here. And even in a wheelchair, there are plenty of things for you to take care of down at the depot.
There's something I'm a lot more anxious to take care of than the depot. That's Mike Campbell.
Now, look, Trask, you're in no condition to go riding after Mike Campbell.
I'm not going to ride after Big Mike. I'm going to sit in that chair in front of this hotel. And sooner or later, Big Mike is going to get brave enough to come looking for me. And when he does, this will be the last thing he'll ever see.
Well, Trask, you're taking an awful chance. And, why, in that wheelchair, you're a sitting duck.
I've been taking chances for the Sierra for 10 years. Maybe it's become a habit. Yeah, honey, I'm real glad you thought about that chair. Ben, while you're here, you want to give me a hand into the chair?
All right. All right. I'll help you. Here.
Yeah, that's better. I just wanted to know I'm still around.
Are you sure this is what you want?
I know what I'm doing, Cartwright.
Well, I hope so. I'll be across the way at the depot. I'm going to see that the stage gets up to Virginia City.
Oh, I know this food ain't got Hop Sing's touch, but it'll at least keep you from starving to death.
What are you doing? I was making a bid for a second helping?
What's bothering you, Pa?
Oh, nothing, really.
Trask?
He's a pretty hard man to figure, isn't he?
I don't trust him.
Me neither.
A strange job. I picked a strange man to handle it. There's certainly no denying his loyalty to the Sierra. Loyally. It seems he's dedicated his whole life to it.
Well, that's a point in his favor, wouldn't you say?
Maybe.
What do you mean?
Well, he's more than just loyal. He's become almost fanatic about it. And I've learned it's pretty hard to trust a fanatic, no matter how good his intentions are.
Jed? What's the matter? Why don't you let me help you into bed?
Stay up and think for a while.
That letter must be mighty important for you to lose sleep over it.
My letter is company business. You don't have to worry about it.
What's in it?
I told you it's company business.
It's more than that.
Look, don't try
Look, you jumped at me the first time I asked you about it. Now you're jumping at me again. I know when something's troubling you.
I've been fired, Bill.
This can't be true.
Can't it? There's always been somebody in Sierra management after my hide, somebody who didn't like my methods. Of my life I spent building that stage line. 10 years. Now fired. Just kicked out like that.
It's only a job, honey. There are plenty of jobs for a man like you.
Jed Trask doesn't go around begging for jobs, and he's no saddle tramp or fool kid to get kicked around either.
Jed, we've got to face things as they come. Oh, honey, we've been through worse things than this together. That time that Mustang's hoof opened up your scalp. Bloody massacre in the Apache country.
All right, don't tell me. Tell them. Tell the Sierra. It was my blood and sweat that marked that stage line all up and down the country. Mine. They supplied the equipment and the money, and I supplied the guts. Wherever that line started to fall apart, who held it together? Me. Jed Trask.
Jed, the Sierra is only a pinpoint in this world. We can go someplace where you'd really...
Run out? Are you telling me to run out? Oh, no. No, after I get rid of Big Mike, I'm gonna make this our town, Bill. I'm gonna bust the Sierra so wide open there won't be a trace of their mark left on this territory.
Darling, sit down. You'll hurt yourself.
No, I don't need that chair. I've been hit worse than this a dozen times.
Jed, will you sit down? You're in no shape to be walking around.
Yeah, that's right. Sure, everybody in town has seen me in that chair. They know I can't walk.
I don't know what you're thinking, Jed, but I am not going to stand here and watch you get into trouble.
Yeah, everybody in town knows I'm tied to this chair. Oh, boy. That's funny. That's real funny. I didn't want this chair to begin with, but now that I got it, I'm going to make it work for me. Yeah?
Jed, you can't do this. What about the Cartwrights?
What about them? I don't know them anything. They came along because Virginia City was in trouble, not because of me.
Jed, they came here as part of a committee to see that the stage gets through. Look, you're not going to fool them for long. They're bound to find out. Do you think they're just going to stand here and watch you ruin the Sierra all over again?
Well, that's up to them, honey. But they just better not get in my way. Lock it. Lock it! Come around front, Weasel. Get where I can see you. I don't care for anybody behind my back. Now, sit down. Now, I want Big Mike. Where is he?
He left town. You ought to know that.
Thorne, you help me find him. I'll make it worth your while.
Big Mike set us up. He covered for us. Now you expect us to turn on him?
You'd turn on your own mother if there was enough money in it for you. You tie up with me and there will be enough.
What do you take us for, Trask? Babes in the woods? You don't work for Sierra anymore. The driver told us.
We didn't tell anybody else. I already made sure of that.
So? What are you trying to prove, Trask?
Look, Thorne, I can set you boys up better than Big Mike ever did.
What's in it for you?
Money for one thing. Satisfaction for another. I spent 10 years building up that stage line, Thorne. I know their schedules. I know every shipment that comes through here. I can show you boys how to make more money than you ever dreamed of.
You were always known as a pretty loyal company man. How do we know you're not setting us up for a double cross?
I've taken you or anybody else as easy as this in the past few days. Hold it!
I wait. Have a, you want to drink with it?
Drinking together? Good, now will you help me find Big Mike?
Yeah, I'll find him. What about those 4 men you brought from Virginia City?
The Cartwrights? I can handle them as easy as this.
You want me to handle this, Trask?
Oh, no. This is a pleasure I've been saving for myself.
Stay here, boys.
Mike?
Trask.
You should have shot a lot straighter, Mike.
Now, just a minute, Trask. Thorne. Weasel! Stop him!
All right. Now we can get back to more important things. Sierra.
Oh, Jed, how you feeling?
Well, I'd feel a lot better if I could get out of this blasted wheelchair. You just stay there until you're ready to get out. Morning, Cartwright. Not such a good morning. Another freighter overdue?
Oh, yeah. Well, Big Mike is sure working overtime, huh?
Well, somebody is sure working overtime.
Well, it's got to be Mike. He's the only one who has the know-how to pull off those raids.
Then he has second sight. Every wagon that was hit had valuable cargo aboard. It was almost as if they were receiving the shipment reports and schedules quicker than we did.
I sure wish I was back on my feet, Ben. I'd like to give you a hand.
Well, I know you do, Jada. We could sure use another hand.
This is still my responsibility, Ben. I won't shirk it.
Jed, I know how you feel. Look, couldn't we round up the few honest citizens left here and get all those gunmen and run them out of town?
Honest citizens. Ben, these gunmen are their best customers. They'd rather run you out of town. Or me.
Well, there must be a few honest citizens left with a little bit of pride in Latigo.
Ben, you're not going to find one citizen who's willing to risk his life in order to clean the scum out of this town.
Whoa. Hey, everybody, look what I got. It's Big Mike. Look what I ran across the Rainbow Canyon.
It's Big Mike, all right, Paul.
That's right, Ben. I can walk fine. And this is my town now.
It figures. I tell you, that man is an out-and-out fanatic. He'd fight just as hard to smash the Sierra as he would to build it up.
Well, I'll guarantee you I wasn't about to try to stop him out there. He had too many guns with him.
I don't know how many men he has backing him, but he's got enough.
Well, most of the people in this town seem scared to death. You think we can count on any of them?
I don't know, but we'll have to. Without that stage, Virginia City is no better than a ghost town, and the Ponderosa's no better off.
How do you think we ought to go about it, Pop?
Well, we talk to everybody in town, see who we can count on.
No, it still isn't going to be many.
Well, let's hope it's enough. Come on. Jed, I guess there are a few honest citizens left in Latigo. And they've decided it's time for you and your boys to leave.
Oh, now, Ben, there's no call for you and me to have any trouble. Fact is, I was just on my way to see you. I wanted to offer you and your boys a deal.
No trouble and no deals. Just leave.
With all those brave citizens standing behind you, I guess I'd be kind of foolish to make this a showdown, wouldn't I, Ben? Whose side are you going to be on when I come back?
If they come back, we'll be ready for them. Now, We'll get the supplies and mail ready for Virginia City. Until the Sierra sends out another man, my sons and I will ride shotgun in the wagons. Corcoran, I'd appreciate it very much if you'd run the depot and...
Well, Mr. Cartwright, do you think we're going about this in the right way?
Mr. Corcoran, if you like living in a state of fear, we're going at it all wrong. If you have any regard for yourself or your family, we have no choice. All right, Joe. Take one of the men. Find some wagons. We're going to need them if we're going to load the supplies.
Right.
How did it go?
No trouble at all. I sneaked right up to the barn. Everybody was so busy worrying about you coming back, they never did see me.
What about the Cartwrights?
Well, the way I figure, they mean business. Looks like they kind of took charge, take things over.
All right. Then we'll give them some business. We'll wait until dusk. We'll circle back into town. They ought to still be in that barn working. We'll burn them out. When they come running, it ought to be like a turkey shoot for us.
Jed, that's murder you're planning.
You hold your tongue.
All right, maybe you got a reason to fight the Sierra. But that's no reason to shoot down the Cartwrights in cold blood.
Told you, you just shut up!
Now, that's 20, Pop.
Good. There'll be a 6-man guard on the next wagon that rolls out of here. Oh, say, I want you to pass the word around. Every man will be on duty from now on. 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Now, starting tonight...
Turn around. You Cartwrights outside. I'm escorting you out a Latigo.
So Trask is sending a woman to do his work, huh?
I'm trying to save your lives. Ben, please don't make me shoot.
Now, Belle, don't use that rifle, Belle. Now, put it down.
Oh, God.
Come on, Belle, sit down. What was this all about?
Jed, he's coming out after dark to burn you out. Ben, you gotta try to understand. The Sierra was his life. When they fired him, it was as if they tore out his heart.
Well, thank you, Belle, for coming to warn us. It must have been a difficult thing for you to do.
He never killed in cold blood. Only defending himself or the Sierra.
Take her to the hotel, Paul.
Yeah.
Come on, Bill.
Guess we better get ready for Trask. couple of them are hit. Somebody help them. Trask, you and the others. Come on out with your hands high, or we'll burn you out. Trask, I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2.
Only 8 to go. I'm getting out of here.
Shut up! 3, 4.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm coming out!
5, 6.
I don't understand! Fight it!
Come, get over there! Get him out!
Dad! Dad!
Get hold of her.
Dad! You kill him! You kill him!
He's alive. He's inside the barn.
But not for long. Time's up. Let's burn him out.
Look, I never had any intention of burning anybody out.
You're not figuring on taking him alone.
I'd like to talk to him.
We're going in with you.
Look, if we all go in, he'll start shooting. Somebody will get hurt. I think I can reason with him. Trask, I'd like to come in and talk to you.
Well, come ahead, Van. What's your proposition? I'm willing to listen.
Careful, Pa.
Trask? Trask! Jed, I want to talk to you. Jed? Jed!
Let's go.
Bill?
Hey, Sims, where'd you learn to spell?
Huh?
There's no A in freighters.
See here, Sims. I'm not about to pay these freight bills.
What kind of bone you got to pick now?
The Sierra's robbing us blind. These rates are sky high. I won't pay them.
Well, don't blame me, Mr. Walker. I don't make the rates. They're standard for everybody. Now go on inside and I'll show you.
Hey, Pa, look, Bill Trask. I'd sure like to see those potatoes.
They must be going way down in price to be using them for targets.
Oh, I've had enough shooting to last me a lifetime, particularly with somebody by the name of Trask at the butt end of a gun. However, since she is a friend of ours, why don't we stop off at the Comstock, have dinner, and see the show?
Hey, good idea.
Throw me that towel, will you? Where's Pa?
He left before daylight, did you hear him? I reckon he's still fretting about little Joe.
Yeah, I know. He was asking when we were driving the horses in yesterday why Joe went to Yuma.
You didn't tell him, did you?
No sense in spilling the beans at this point.
Yeah. Even so, I sure do hate to see Pa so worried. You don't reckon anything could have happened to little Joe, do you?
No, he can take care of himself. Don't worry. Just think how it's going to be when he rides into town and Pa sees what he's brought him.
Yeah, I ain't thought of much else all week.
Corporal?
Chet, where did it happen?
2 days south of here, sir. Cochise has got the whole Apache Nation stirred up. Burned our wagons. Give me a souvenir.
Apache between here and Yuma.
Reckon he knows anything about little Joe?
I don't know, but I'm going to ask him.
Hey, you two men. Get him to the company doctor. Be careful.
Lieutenant, I'd like to ask the scout. My youngest son is in Yuma, and he's 2 days overdue getting back.
They just told me there isn't a white man between here and Yuma that's left alive now.
Paul, what you figuring on doing?
Gonna try to get the armor. They sent out a patrol to look for little Joe.
You're planning on going with them?
Yes, I am planning on going with them.
In that case, so are we.
You two will stay right here and keep an eye on those horses we bought. It's quite enough that one of my sons wouldn't do as he was told.
Paul, Adam and me been talking it over, and we think there's something you ought to know.
I've raised a pack of stubborn, mule-headed, stump-brained. I told him once, I told him 10 times. Wait here at Tyson Wells, I said. Wait here, I said. But
Paul.
no, he's got to run off somewhere. Can't stay put. Does my word mean anything around here anymore? What?
Paul, me and Adam want to tell you something if you'll calm down.
I am calm.
You're shouting.
I'm not shouting. What is it you want to tell me?
We want to tell you why Joe went to Yuma.
Well, it's about time somebody started telling me something around here.
Paul, it was a kind of a secret between Adam and me and Joe and...
Now, will you two make sense?
We're trying to, Paul. Joe went to Yuma to buy a horse.
A horse? Jumping Jehoshaphat. Haven't we bought enough Arizona horses in the last week to keep the Ponderosa overrun with horses for the next 10 years?
Paul, this wasn't just any horse. It was a gift for you.
A gift?
For your birthday. We've been planning it since last year.
We even rode every horse breeder from here to Kentucky.
Yeah, you see, we wanted it to be the greatest horse we could find.
We wanted him to say something that we just couldn't say.
What was it you couldn't say?
Paul, I reckon we just didn't know how to say we loved you.
Fools make poor fathers.
Apache. They destroy everything always.
Did you know these people?
See. A good man. His wife. 2 little girls. They had a good place here.
We gotta find some water.
How? The Apache are between us and Fort Dykes. The horses are so thirsty. And... my young friend is thirsty too. Here, have a drink, a big drink.
Now, look, I had my share.
No, go ahead, we'll split it. You first.
Thanks. I felt like I'd drown on all this water. Maybe we can ride around the Apache.
There's no riding around him. Cochise and his men are everywhere. They will not stop until the army stops them.
We'll get pretty thirsty waiting for that. Get even thirstier if we try to go back. You're pretty sorry you left Colonel Green, huh?
No. Wherever the big white one is, that's where I belong.
That's all the water you got.
Oh, that's all right. I had my share. It's better for him than me.
You really think a lot of that horse, don't you?
He is my life, amigo. We understand each other, this horse and me. Better to have a horse like this than to be born rich.
Oh, rich or poor will only last another day in the sun.
See. But the horses won't. Amigo, I know where there's some water.
How far is it?
Very near. Very dangerous. Perhaps too dangerous.
The Apaches, huh?
No. Worse. Comancheros, bandits. These men do not fear the Apache. They trade with them. They have a camp in those mountains over there.
Sound like real nice playmates. How do you happen to know where the camp is?
Because I was once one of them.
You were a Comanchero?
Some call it that. Some say I was a bandito. But whatever you call it, whenever they catch one, they put a rope around his neck, see? I was caught. It was Colonel Green who cut me down, gave me a job. I've not been back to that camp in the hills since.
Well, what chance do you think we have with them?
Does the kangaroo mouse have a chance with a rattlesnake? Well, perhaps a little one. Our rattlesnake is a man called Sam Wolf. You know that name?
Sure, I've heard the name Sam Wolf, but I thought it was a legend, not a real man.
He is a king here. Cruel, cunning, deadly as a desert. Even Cochise fears him. I wish there was some other way.
Well, there's one other way.
What one is that, amigo?
Could ask the Apache for some water.
Well, we go this way to see the bandidos.
The Indians are still raiding some isolated ranches and settlements. If they decide to raid Tyson Wells, I'll need every soldier I have here. I'm sorry, but my hands are tied.
I appreciate your position, Lieutenant.
Good luck. And as soon as I can, I'll put my troops at your disposal.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
You weren't figuring on leaving without us, were you?
I thought I told you two to stay with the horses.
You hear him tell us that?
I don't recall hearing nothing like that.
Looks like you're gonna have some company whether you want it or not.
If all three of us ride out of here today, it's likely that none of us will ever get back.
Our place is with you, no matter what happens.
Paul, you can't ride out here without us.
Don't you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yes, sir, we understand. But we also understand that little Joe's in trouble. He might even be dead. I don't know, but I do know one thing. Whatever's happened to little Joe's happened to all of us.
And we're still a family.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still a family.
Let's go. No. Don't act surprised. They've been watching us for half an hour. Pretend we're expected.
Yeah, that's a little tough to do when somebody's shooting at you.
We're safe for a while. They will not harm us, at least not until they take what they can get from us. Who? Have your rifle. Delante.
Look at that white horse, Sam.
Yeah, I see it.
Sam, I gotta have that horse. Prettiest animal I ever saw in my whole life.
I've seen it before. It's Colonel Green's horse. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Emiliano there with it.
Emiliano.
Put that thing away, boy. Emiliano was a good man. Might be again with a little persuading. Well, if it ain't my old friend Emiliano. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
This is my friend, Senor Joe Cutthroat of Nevada.
I'm Sam Wolf. This is my camp here. Not much of a camp, but it's all we got.
Actually, all we wanted was some water for ourselves and our horses.
What makes you think you're gonna get any?
You stay out of this. So you want water, huh?
That's right.
Well, I got water. Only it's kind of hard to come by in this country, you know.
We got money, we're willing to pay for it.
What do we want with this stinking money? Could kill you and take it. Just that simple.
Remind this cop to whom he speaks, amigo. I never have liked him.
Ease off. And you take it easy. You know what I'd do to anybody who ever touched my little brother.
If you want him to stay on touch, tell him to keep his mouth shut.
Well, you sure ain't changed none, have you, Emiliano? I thought Colonel Green would have beaten the backbone right out of you by now.
Takes a great deal to change a man, senor. I am thirsty. My horses are thirsty. My friend is thirsty.
Bring me some water.
Well, you ain't gonna...
Do just as I tell you. Sam Wolf never let a friend of his go thirsty in the desert. Only there's just one thing, Mr. Cartwright. This here camp's gone out of the way, you know. Mighty expensive bringing in supplies. Business ain't been too good lately.
Yeah. How much you want?
All you got. Well, now, this is mighty nice. Must be several $100s in here. Only it ain't enough.
Well, that's all we've got.
Not all, friend. You got something there that's better than money. I'll take that there white horse, and you can have all the water you can drink.
Nobody touches that horse.
I'm sorry, you ain't got no choice.
I got him, Sam! I got him!
Get off that horse, kid.
No, I seen him first.
I said get away. He's my horse, and don't you forget it. Oh, oh there. Oh. Oh there. Oh there, boy. Oh there. Oh there, boy. Oh. Oh.
Another one across the street, but he's asleep. I have observed him.
How tough it'd be to get the one outside the door.
Well, it would be difficult. But our friends were very careless.
And I'm kind of glad you're on my side, Emiliano.
No, it is I who unfortunate, amigo. Someone comes. Get back to bed. Well, does a wolf fear the rabbit so?
Emiliano, you're the only rabbit that I ever saw that could bite.
I accept the compliment, amigo.
I meant it as one. How's your friend?
He will leave.
Not for long. Tomorrow we'll have a turkey shoot, and he'll be our turkey.
We will make excellent targets, amigo.
I didn't mean you, Emiliano. I'm giving you a chance to live. You're a good man. I always liked you. I want you to come back and join up with us, Emiliano. I'll split with you, same as before.
What of this one?
I'll give you the first shot. If you're a friend of his, be over with quick.
And the white horse?
Uh-uh. That one's mine.
This horse means much to me, amigo.
Much as your life.
Perhaps.
I'll give you until noon to think it over, Emiliano. Adios.
He's a nice fellow. Turkey shoot, huh?
This is his favorite sport. They let a turkey run across the desert and shoot at him with rifles.
Does a turkey ever get away?
It has never been known to happen, amigo.
I'll give you a run for your money.
Me, muchacho?
You got the first shot.
I did not say I would take it.
Look, he offered you your life.
What is that? Life without honor?
You know, my father used to read me a passage from the Bible. It's something like, it's better to be a living dog than a dead lion. You gotta think about it.
Look at me, amigo. Look at me. Outside in the corral is a great horse. Tell me, have you ever seen such a horse?
No, I haven't, but...
And this horse speaks to me, sings to me. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Now, do you think I will let a pig like this, a beast, like this wolf, have this horse? No, I would rather die first. Look at me, amigo. I have always wanted a son my own, all my life. I am too ugly to even have a wife. To think my horse will be a gift from a boy to his father. This moves me, amigo. Fear nothing, amigo. I feel for you like I would my own son.
Let's see about getting out of here, then.
Hey, compañero.
Huh? What do you want, eater of toads?
Some of that which you drink, for a favor.
Ugly one. Who are you to ask a favor of me?
I have money here in my hand.
Let me see your money.
First, your bottle. Come on, give me the bottle.
No. I know, old brother of toads. You want to escape. You want to? Go ahead. Try it. I'll kill you.
Get him out of sight. Right.
Any trouble?
No difficulty. The former owner will not be needing this.
Yeah, where are the horses?
This way. You do that pretty good, senor, eh?
Yeah, well, I learned from an expert. I gotta find that horse. I'm not gonna leave here without him.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Neither am I. We'll split up and meet back here later.
Right.
Come on in. Come on. Come on. Isn't that close now? Come on. Settle down here. Come on. Come on here. Settle down here, you. Come on. Put your head in that post now. Come on. Slow down. Come on, you white devil. Slow down. Come on. Move here. Move. Come on, you white. Slow down. Come on. Move here. Come on. Come on here. Come on. Settle down here, you.
Hold on. Hold on. We got plenty of trouble now, amigo.
Creo que le pegué al caballo. Sí, así parece.
You take the big white one.
Right.
Sangre de camino. Creo que le pegué al caballo. ¡Vayan pronto! ¡Escaparon el prisionero! ¡Miren a pegar!
Saddle up!
No. No. Get my horse, Cayetano.
See, Jefe.
Take him in the house. Every man rides.
How many you count?
This and this.
Yeah, I count the same.
The horses are tired. I think we should fire some shots, have them scatter. Then we ride on.
Right. What do you make of that?
Ah, it's an old trick. They have split up. It's a way around this mesa. If 4 of them ride fast, they can be waiting for us when we come out of the canyon.
We just can't sit here and wait for Wolf and the others to catch up to us.
You got a plan?
Yeah, suppose we ride down through the canyon. Go as fast as we can to the other end and wait for them.
The big white one, he gonna make it that fast. My horse, too slow, too tired.
All right, you follow me. Get there as quick as you can.
What of the others behind you?
I guess they'll be along.
That's what I like about you, amigo. You do not worry about tomorrow until tomorrow gets here.
Let's just hope it gets here.
Pull them back with a couple of shots. You're a good general, amigo. They come to surprise you and you surprise them, huh?
Yeah, still 3 of them out there.
That evens the odds a little, eh?
Thanks.
Por nada. His name was Raphael. I always planned to kill him someday anyway. Well, that leaves one more. Must be Cayetano. He was always a good friend to me. I will hate to have to kill him.
Sometimes I just can't figure you out, Emiliano.
Why? I'm a simple man. I have my loves, my hates. Mostly I look out for my own hide. They will be coming from our back soon.
Yoni, we're not gonna be here. Let's go.
No, Joe. That Cayetano is the best shot of them all. Easy. Easy. Rest, amigo. Rest. We'll be riding out soon.
Hey, you know, when we get back home, first colt from that big white one's gonna be yours.
Oh, no, amigo. That is too much.
No, I insist.
You cannot do that. This horse belongs to your father. He will not like it.
No, he's not gonna mind. That's a promise. You're gonna get the first colt.
Your father must be a very rare man, amigo.
Yeah, I think so. I think you'll think so, too.
When one is young, there is always hope, amigo. When one gets older and tired, he does what he must do.
Well, let's get out of here.
I'm sorry. You're a good man, amigo. I wish things could have been different.
What's this all about?
Get on the big white one, amigo, and ride. There's a chance. I'd rather let you have him than give him to Sam Wolf.
What's the matter with you? You think I'd ride off and leave you?
You have no choice. Sam Wolf did not offer you a job.
A job? We killed his brother. You know you haven't got a chance back there.
Yes, I do. I will become a bandito again. It is a good life, amigo. You take care of this horse, amigo, or I will come for you myself. The Ponderosa is not that far away.
Emiliano.
No, Esperanum! Or I'll kill you now! It'll make me stand big in the eyes of Sam Wolf. You take your choice, amigo.
Don't worry. I'll take care of him.
Right. Adios, white one.
That's the most powerful horse I ever saw. Take at least 3 horses to run him down. You two got the fastest horses. Get off and give me the reins. Leave the canteens on. Might take me 2 or 3 days to run him down. Come on.
You're from Fort Tyson.
Yeah, Fort Tyson.
There is a boy on a white horse. Oh.
Yes, a boy on a white horse. That's my son.
You are the father, the brother. I should have known. You are a close family.
You saw my son?
See, he ride to the desert. They chase him. If you hurry.
What are you trying to say?
There was no other way. My horse was tired. But alone, and the big white one, there was a chance.
You did this for Little Joe?
See, and the big white one. He is a fine horse, amigo. Your son, he tell me of the Ponderosa. The big horse. He will be happy there. Tell your son.
Yeah. I'll tell him.
I gotta get to Little Joe. Paul, you'll never make it. They got us pinned down tight. About half tired of this.
Yeah, it's not getting us any closer to Little Joe either.
Yeah. Listen, Adam. Why don't you cover me and I'll try
Now
to
you're
get
too
back.
big a target.
Paul! We're over there behind that rock.
All right, I drive him out and you nail him, okay?
Wait a minute. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Howdy, friend. I just finished me off a horse thief. Caught him stealing my horses last night.
You're a liar.
Now, looky, friend. That kind of talk's gonna get you into a lot of trouble. Like I said, he's a horse thief.
He's my son. That's enough for now. Joe.
Well, I tried to get through.
Never mind that now, son.
I have to talk. There was a vaquero with me, Emiliano.
I know. I talked with him.
Well, then he's alive, then.
No, he wanted you and the horse to get through.
Emiliano. He was a good friend, Pa. He really loved that horse. It was such a beautiful horse, Pa. Ran his heart out for me.
I know, son.
So we wanted to give you that horse. I tried not to lose him. So I want to give him to you as a gift.
I have my gift, son.
Joe.
He's all right, boys. Let's get him home. Thanks.
Yes.
reckon I ain't much good at making light conversation, Cameo.
You just leave that up to... I can rattle on enough for the two of us. My, what a glorious night. Smell the air. It's so sweet.
Yeah. I reckon that must be honeysuckle. There's lots of it around here.
I just love this place. It's so peaceful and quiet. Away from the noise of the town. It's getting late, Hoss.
Cameo. There's something I'd like to say to you.
Oh, what's that, Hoss?
Ain't nothing important.
I best be getting inside.
Cameo. Yeah. You reckon I could kiss you? Tender like?
I reckon you could.
Jim.
And again, poor old acquisition.
That's them, Sheriff. It's got to be.
Take the horse, Jay.
Just hold it right there, boys.
Howdy, Sheriff. What's going on? That's what we want to find out. Where you boys been?
They were at my brother's house wearing masks. I saw them drag Peg and Jess out of the house and kill them.
And what about it? You there with the green jacket. You come up here where I can see your face. Clem Johnson. I never thought he'd turn to this.
Clem Johnson was a friend of mine. No excuse for this.
He's not the only cattleman around that's been taking a beating. Think of all the steers we've lost.
I'd rather lose every living thing in the Ponderosa than resort to the rope.
Look, you're a cattleman, Pa. How come you weren't asked to join the vigilante pack?
I was asked. Didn't show you the letters. Sent to stock owners all over the territory. Full of noble, virtuous arguments. All they liked was one thing. Signatures.
Well, I think I'll go up and get a little rest. Mr. Morehouse, I'm terrible sorry about your brother and his wife.
Forget your sympathy. I don't need it. They were lynched by cattlemen. And you're a cattleman.
Hoss? Cameo?
Afternoon, Sheriff. Sheriff, we'd like to see Jim Applegate.
Hoss, you got no call to get mixed up in this.
Well, just the same, we'd like to see him.
Well, I reckon I can't deny you that right.
Are you all right, Jim? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm sorry about this, Cameo. I guess I kind of busted up our tea party. You shouldn't have come down here.
Shouldn't have come down here. They took an innocent man right out of my house and threw him into jail, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I guess you're about the only one in town that believes I'm innocent. How about you, Hoss?
Don't make no difference what I think, Jim. It's what the law proves that counts.
Heck, I couldn't lynch nobody. You know that, Cameo.
I'm as sure of that, Jim, as I am of anything.
The Hoss ain't so sure.
Why, sure he is. Hoss, isn't that so?
I hope he is, yeah.
Hope he is? What kind of talk is that? How could you even doubt it?
Maybe he's got a reason.
What possible reason could he have?
You.
Jim, you know better than that.
I ain't so sure of the way you're acting.
Look, hasn't either one of you in your life ever met anybody that you could trust, that you just knew was telling the truth? Jim, that's the way I feel about you. And Hoss, that's the way I feel about you.
Ma'am? Looks like you're wrong about both of them.
Who are you?
I'm Frank Gideon, ma'am. I'm one of those terrible fellas that lynched them homesteaders. And Jim boy was right there at my side, weren't you, Jim?
That's a lie. Cameo. Hoss. He's lying, believe me.
I believe you, Jim.
Jim, you and me have known each other for a long time. I've always respected you for an honest sort of fellow, and I'd like to believe you.
You'd like to, but you can't.
Jim, I seen you last night.
Seen me where?
Riding in from the Morehouses with a bunch of other fellers. I seen you just as plain and clear as I see you right now.
That's right, Hoss. I was with them. That's a fact. But I didn't take part in that lynching.
What was you doing with them?
Well, I met them just as they was leaving the Morehouse place. I was heading back from Canlin's spread, just the other side of Truckee. I was over there looking for work.
And Mr. Canlin can verify what you're telling me?
There wasn't nobody home when I got there. I plumb forgot that Canlin rides his scrub stock in the market on the 15th.
Then there ain't nobody that can tell where you was.
I'm telling you the truth, Hoss. I'm innocent, I swear it.
It's funny, they all say that right up to the time they swing. Ain't that right, mister?
All right, go tell the sheriff. Tell him that you saw me. Go ahead, maybe it'll do you some good.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what I mean. With me out of the way, you're not going to have any competition with Cameo.
Morehouse, you're not going to gain nothing by stirring up a lot of hate.
It ain't me that's been stirring it up, Cattleman.
There's been a lot of mistakes made. A lot of mistakes made by both sides. You going to keep on making them?
Let's show them what we do to Cattlemen, boys.
You just stay right where you are. That goes for all of you.
You ain't stopping me, Cattleman.
Mr. Morehouse, I don't want to hurt you. Your brother and his wife were two innocent people. Those two fellas in there might be, too. Don't you want to hang around and find out?
They're guilty, Hoss. They're as guilty as sin. But they will be accorded to due process.
They'll get all the due process they need. Same kind they gave my brother and a helpless woman.
Come on, Now, wait a minute, boys. I told you earlier that a gathering like this was illegal, and I asked you to break it up. But now I'm telling you to break it up. So go on, get before somebody gets into real trouble.
Come on, open up,
Hoss, this man is a no good drifter. Now forget about him. He's always been that way. This time he's got himself into real trouble, and he's going to pay for it.
Roy, I thought your job was catching criminals, not hanging them.
Oh, Hoss. My job is protecting the public. But that don't mean I ain't got a right to my own personal opinion.
Dad, burn it, Roy. I got a right to my opinion, too. And there might be just an outside chance that Jim's telling the truth.
What about these? How much can you let this boy twist the truth to suit himself?
I don't know. But I'm gonna find out. I gotta.
Hoss, I didn't expect to see you again. I'm sorry about what I said before. I guess I must have had a burn in my saddle.
Forget it.
Just keep talking, Jim boy. Just keep talking. Maybe he'll forget about you trying to steal his girl.
Don't listen to him, Hoss. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Don't I? Why don't you tell him about you and me? I think he'd be mighty interested in hearing.
That's got nothing to do with this.
Ain't it? You told the sheriff yet you'd seen Jim Boy with us.
Why don't you shut up?
I think you'd better. I'm just trying to help, mister. That little girl of yours. Jim Boy here's got his eye on her.
Gideon, shut up.
Oh, come on, Jim Boy. Steal another fella's girl's nothing new to you. Remember.
Don't listen to him, Hoss.
I've seen this boy work. Oh, he's got a way with women. Yeah, they melt like hot tallow when he looks at them. They forget about everybody else. Ain't that right, Jim Boy?
Ain't like it sounds. Hoss! Hoss, listen to me. Hoss!
Roy.
Yeah? Hoss. What's the matter, boy? You got something to tell me?
He's gonna tell him now, Jim Boy. That's all they'll need to get you good. Well, if it ain't the law, it'll be them homesteaders. Yeah, they're gonna dangle you into nowhere. Just like me.
Why don't you stop?
It'd be kind of fitting, won't it? Two men in love with the same woman, dangling from the same tree. Then I guess you never really did love her. You just used her till she couldn't think about anybody else but you.
That was a long time ago. You gonna carry that around your gut for the rest of your life?
It's easy for you, Jim. Everything's always been easy for you. You just love him and leave him.
I didn't take Ellen away from you. She couldn't stand the sight of you.
Ellen? Oh. Oh, yeah. My wife. I'd almost forgotten about her. I guess I never cared very much for Ellen. she's not the one I hate you for. It's the first one you stole from me. That's the one I hate you for. That's the one I hate you for. Let me out, Jim boy. I didn't mean what I said. Honest, Jim. It's all in the past. Give me the keys, huh? The keys.
That's more of a chance than you give me.
City again?
All right, I have.
That's twice in 2 days.
I ain't got to account to nobody, have I?
Well, no, we just missed your strong back around here, that's all.
I do my share.
Well, you don't have to get so riled up about it.
I ain't riled up.
Oh, I guess red's your natural color, huh?
Maybe it is. What are you making your bullets for? You too cheap to go in town and buy them? Hold on to $1 longer than anybody I ever seen.
Now, wait a minute.
Oh, excuse us.
No, come on, I want to find out what's the matter
leave
with
him
you.
alone.
Boss. Sit down. What is it, son? This isn't like you?
Frank, I just felt like being mean, Paul. I don't know.
This Jim Applegate thing troubling you?
I guess I'm letting it get me down.
Is that the only reason?
No, sir. There's a girl. You know, Cameo.
What's Cameo got to do with it?
I like Cameo a whole lot, Paul. So does Jim. And I gotta make sure that if I tell what I saw, it ain't gonna be just to get rid of him.
It seems to me that you're letting your personal feelings influence you to the point where they're interfering with what you're obligated to do.
Paul, that's exactly what I'm trying not to do. Don't you see, the sheriff already thinks Jim's guilty, and everybody else does. All they need is an eyewitness. Me.
I think there's one possibility which you seem to be avoiding. Maybe he is guilty. What do you want here, Morehouse?
We want Jim Applegate and Frank Gideon.
Well, they're in jail.
Don't give me that, Cartwright. They're out, and you know it. Your boy helped them to escape, and he's hiding them here.
Hoss?
Last time I saw him, he was in jail, Paul.
He's lying. They're friends of his.
Now, Mr. Morehouse, you're a little excited, so I'll overlook the fact that you've called my son a liar. But my patience wears very thin.
So is mine, Cartwright. We'll find them. And when we do, we'll give them exactly what they gave my brother and his wife.
Well, Hoss, what about it? You didn't help him escape, did you?
Of course not.
Where are you off to?
I'm gonna get my hat and gun and take a little ride. I think I know where Jim might be.
I love you, Cameo.
I love you, Jim. At first, I tried not to, but I just couldn't help myself.
I got to run. I hate running. But I got to if I'm going to stay alive.
Then I'll run with you, Jim.
It wouldn't be fair. See, that's not right.
Are you thinking about Hoss?
I can't help it. I know how Hoss feels about you. He's been very decent to me, Cameo, and nobody else has.
I don't belong to Hoss, Jim.
Cameo, were you ever Hoss's girl?
I thought I might be once.
Till what?
Until I realized how much I care for you. I'll go pack us some food. We can't stay here.
I don't want to kill you, Jim.
I wouldn't use mine either.
Jim, you pretty near had me believing you back there in the jail.
I never lied to you.
Why'd you run off?
Deck's stacked, Hoss. They even got an eyewitness.
Jim, I didn't tell them what I saw. The worst possible thing you could have done was to run away. Just makes you even look that much guiltier.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter how guilty I look now.
Yes, it does. I'm taking you back, Jim.
Nobody's taking me in there, Hoss. Not even you.
Jim, I respect how you feel. But I have to.
Why do you have to?
I gotta find the truth out about you, Jim. And the law has a right to decide it.
Is that your only reason?
No, it ain't. I ain't gonna let you ruin Cameo's life just because she feels sorry for you.
You gotta quit fooling yourself, Hoss. She doesn't feel sorry for me. She loves me. I'm taking Cameo and I'm leaving.
No, you ain't.
Well, you're gonna have to shoot me if you want to stop me.
Jim!
Let him go, Hoss. I said let him go.
I can't do that, Cameo.
You're gonna have to.
He's got to go back for his own good.
They'll kill him, Hoss.
Not if he ain't guilty, they won't.
You keep saying that, and you don't even believe it yourself.
Cameo, it don't make no difference what I believe. We got to go by the rules. Otherwise, all the things we ever believed in don't mean nothing.
I don't care anything about rules anymore. All I care about is what I feel inside.
You just feel sorry for him. You don't really love him.
Don't I? What is it, Jim? What's wrong?
Wrong, though. Nothing's wrong. It's just funny.
I was just remembering a thing a fella once told me, and how right he was.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either, Cameo. But I got to admit the feller is right.
Jim, don't talk like that. You frighten me.
I always get the best of everything, don't I?
What are you talking about? You're running for your life. Those men back there want to kill you.
I don't mean that. Don't you understand? I'm talking about you.
Jim, please.
I took you away from Hoss, didn't I?
No. No. It was my choice. I'm here because I love you.
Don't move, Applegate. Just get up nice and slow. Well, this is a surprise. We figured you were holed up somewhere on the Ponderosa. We were tracking your friend Gideon. We're gonna hang you from the same tree where you hanged my brother.
Mr. Morehouse, he didn't have anything to do with that lynching.
You got no cause to worry. We ain't gonna hurt no woman. Now, you're free to go, Miss Cameo. Or you can stay and watch him hang. It's up to you.
You go on. You go ahead.
No, I won't go. I won't leave you.
No, you got to go try to find the sheriff, get some help.
Sure, get the sheriff. He'll get back here in time to cut him down.
That mob's got hold of Jim. Please, you gotta help him.
I ain't never helping nobody no more.
But Hoss, they're gonna lynch him.
I don't care what they do to him.
Oh, please, Hoss.
Cameo, I ain't no just plain old ordinary piece of clay that you can just mold in any shape you want. I got feelings on the inside, too.
I know you do, Hoss. I know you have. But I deserve anything you may think about me, but you just gotta help him. He doesn't deserve to be murdered. Oh, please, Hoss.
You want me to go out there and risk my neck to save him so he can have you?
That's what I want.
Let's go.
Ain't no way of stopping you from hanging an innocent man, is there?
None whatsoever.
All you want to see is blood, huh? Go ahead, Morehouse. Get it over with quick.
All right, boys.
Morehouse, if that horse moves, I'll kill you. Now, you boys, put your guns out here in a little pile. That's the way, and then move over to the tree. Move slow, but move. You stay here, Cameo. That goes for you, too, Mr. Morehouse. Right over there.
I say! Stop it! Get away! Stop it! Stop it or I'll shoot!
All right, boys. Back away.
Looks like you're in kind of a spot, Jim boy.
Gideon, cut him down. I can't hold him much longer.
Cut him down. I've been waiting 30 years to see my brother at the end of a rope.
Your brother?
Folks always found that hard to believe, didn't they, Jim boy? You, the handsome, woman-stealing ladies' man, my brother, Jim Gideon.
No, you've got the wrong man. That's Jim Applegate.
He's my brother, and he took everything. Her name, her love.
If he's your brother, cut him down.
She loved me before you came along. You. Her love child. She ought to be here now, Jim boy. Stroke your hair and hold your hand and sing you songs. Maybe then... Sing you songs. I was 4 or 5 years old. She used to lock me out of the house. I'd sit under the window and listen to her, talk to you, sing to you. She forgot all about me. One day, I tried to climb in, and she slammed the window. On my hand. Drop my brother, Cartwright. Drop him now, or I'll shoot you out from under him.
Do what he says, Oz.
Drop him! I'll kill you with the next one, Cartwright.
He means it, Oz. He'll kill you.
Come on, hurry up there.
Down.
My brother was telling the truth about everything. I lied to you. I was there when they lynched those people, but I thought that they was only going to scare them. I'm sorry, Hobbs. And Cameo, you just got to believe me. I really do love you. Huh?
Come on, horse. We got to take care of that arm.
Thank you, Mr. Morehouse.
It's difficult to put things into words sometimes.
I know it is. Don't even try.
You were so right, Hoss. You do have to go by the rules.
No, I don't reckon any of us was right. Just a lot of folks looking for different things in the wrong places.
I know. But I'll never forget you, Hoss. You've been so very good to me.
I'll never forget you either, Cameo.
Goodbye, Hoss.
Bye.
You still feel the same way about it, don't you, boy?
Yes, sir. I don't reckon a man's feelings change overnight.
No. Did you tell her?
No, sir.
Why not? Why not, son? I know how she felt about Jim Applegate, but... Well, now that Jim's gone,
No, Paul. Jim ain't gone. He'll never be gone. Not for Cameo, he won't.